Happy Wednesday. Hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. It's cloudy out there and it is a little chilly as well. Just want to make sure my audio is working a-okay on Facebook Live. Looks good, looks good. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday, guys. Again, it's chilly out there, but there's no rain. That's the good news. Most of the rain is moving south and east away from San Antonio, but you can see that on live cam from Calaveras Lake to the airport. To Skycam, to Morgan's Wonderland. It is all just kind of those mid to high level clouds over the area. Now, we saw some rain yesterday, but it wasn't a lot, mainly in the hill country and around northern parts of San Antonio and Bexar County. But the aquifer, it's still at 663.2, which is no change from yesterday. So bottom line, we do need rain, and right now there's no rain in the forecast, just mold and mountain cedar, which, by the way, it is medium on both counts, and that's the good news. Kind of trending down on the mountain cedar, but with another cold front moving through later on this weekend, that'll likely spike the mountain cedar counts in the next several days. At the moment, temperatures are reading in the 40s right now, 47 at the airport Stinson, a bit warmer, but not much, 53 over there. Mostly cloudy skies, mostly dry. We have a west-northwest wind at about 3 miles an hour, and dew points are running in the middle 30s at the moment, so the air is dry, but it's starting to bump up. We're going to see a returning south wind later on in the next couple of days, and that'll start to initiate our warming trend through Friday. And if you're traveling or if you have any friends or family going across the country today, it's mostly quiet. There is some light rain down south towards the coast and even some cloud cover and some wintry mix out near Illinois, Chicago, the Great Lakes, and even some Pacific moisture moving into Seattle, Western Canada. But, nothing severe. But this is the start of a pretty active weather pattern that will start to take place for areas north of Texas. And forecast models have been suggesting, hey, it looks like a pretty good snowstorm is going to unfold near the Great Lakes later on this week and towards the northeast. But back here at home, a different story. Mostly cloudy skies, a few high-level clouds, some light rain showers to the south, and most of this is evaporating before it even hits the ground. And even at that, it's nothing severe, just some light rain here and there from Louisiana towards Brownsville and the middle Texas coast. And you'll see in San Antonio, most of this is just cloud cover at the mid to high levels. And notice out north near Kerrville, near Fredericksburg, there is a kind of a dividing line of cloud cover that is moving farther south, and that is going to help kind of clear out our skies later on today. So despite it being a cloudy and cold morning, it'll eventually get sunny later on this afternoon, and temperatures will rebound into the 60s. So a seasonably cool winter-like day is up ahead, but it's starting out gray and gloomy, but overall this afternoon should be fairly nice and pleasant. This morning, though, it was cold, not freezing anywhere. Matter of fact, Kerrville got down to 36. Same thing in Fredericksburg, 44 the low temperature at the airport here in San Antonio, 46 in Pleasanton, and some middle 30s out west, some lower 50s out southeast, and about 45 the morning low earlier today in Gonzales. Now, currently, not a big swing in temperatures just because of the cloud cover, right? We're not seeing any sun, so our temperatures aren't moving fast. So from 44 this morning to about 47 at the airport, 45 in Bernie, 47 in Timberwood Park, and near 50 on I-35 near San Marcos, New Braunfels. But overall, it's a cold and gray start to our morning. No 30s on the map right now, so temperatures are warming up in the hill country, but still with a light breeze coming in from the south in some locations, 5, 10, 15 miles an hour. It does feel a little chilly out there, so if you're getting out in the next half hour, next hour, just maybe have a couple layers handy because it'll be chilly for the most part of your day with more sun this afternoon. And again, winds very calm, 2 to 5 miles an hour at the moment. They'll start to fluctuate back and forth from the north and then from the south over the next 48 hours, which will help start our warming trend through Friday before our next system approaches from the north on Saturday. At the moment, temperatures are pretty cold and frigid out north, and it's, a typical winter day, especially in the northeastern part of the country. But watch as we kind of put this into motion. This is a futurecast model. We're going to go through tonight, Thursday, Friday, and notice how a lot of the colder air stays locked up anywhere from Tennessee all the way into the Great Lakes. So that's the big takeaway. Yes, we'll see some colder air by the weekend, but for much of the south, from Louisiana to Texas to the Four Corners, we're all going to be in this unseasonably warm, mild pattern, at least by Thursday and Friday. And then watch what happens by about Saturday. Some colder air moves in from the north to San Antonio, and that's when we could expect another dose of some winter-like air. But that's not until Saturday, and through Thursday and Friday, it looks pleasant, more spring-like than anything, with temperatures in the 70s by the end of the work week. And I'm going to show you this other forecast model that depicts, a very quiet pattern over the next several days. So today, cloudy at first, clear skies by this evening, sunny today. It's going to be beautiful, and mostly clear for Thursday and Friday. So if you have plans for the end of the work week, if you have the next couple of days off, it looks fine. Gorgeous, fantastic weather. And then Saturday, here comes a weak system from the north, and it'll swing through a chance of rain mainly east of San Antonio. It looks like from Matagorda Bay to Houston to East Texas, that is where a lot of the rain will be at this weekend, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. And this system exits fast and will clear out by Saturday night, Sunday afternoon. Looks beautiful for the weekend. And notice how, the lack of rainfall is. I mean, there's nothing in the forecast for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is just one forecast model, but it gives you an idea of how dry our pattern is going to be, which is indicative of a La Nina pattern. When you're in a La Nina this time of year between December and March, you typically get drier than normal conditions and warmer too. Now today was cold, today is cold, but next couple of days will be warmer, so that'll give a rise to kind of that La Nina pattern, but it doesn't mean we won't see cold snaps and cold fronts. It just gives you an idea of the overall outlook for the next several months, and we'll take a look at that in just a second. Matter of fact, it's here, and this is just the next 6 to 10 days. So from Texas to Florida to the Carolinas, we could see above average rainfall, but you saw in that forecast model, it doesn't look like it's going to play out. And you'll see out in the western half of the U.S. from Cali to Oregon to the desert Southwest, that's where they're going to expect below average rainfall. So that's where the active weather is going to be for the next several days, mainly north and not so much out west and not so much here in the south. And matter of fact, you can see forecast rain totals. This is the next 7 days. So pretty much grabbing that forecast model I just showed you and putting it on a rain total graphic anywhere into Alabama into Georgia, Florida. That's where they're going to see more of the rainfall by next week. But you'll see here in South Texas, it's dry. It's going to be cool and cold in the mornings, mild in the afternoons. This weekend, that only chance at rain, but mostly east of 35 and east of San Antonio. And if you're in Houston or if you're watching from Houston, if you have friends in Houston, they may receive a 1/10 of an inch of rainfall. But again, that's not a lot. That is, pretty bleak when it comes to rain this time of year. And we do need it. Notice on the drought monitor, anywhere in North Texas, from Midland and Odessa to Lubbock and Amarillo, that's where they're experiencing extreme drought. That's where it's pretty terrible right now. There's no exceptional drought as of the latest drought report. That's the good news, but all the red is popping up from West Texas, from the Big Bend National Park area to West Texas to Oklahoma, and even portions of Louisiana. That's where they're seeing some extreme drought as well. Here in San Antonio, it's mostly dry. It's actually not bad, but the farther southwest you go on 35, towards Laredo, towards Cotulla and Carrizo Springs, it does get worse. South of Eagle Pass, extreme drought. Cotulla and Tilden, underneath severe drought. So that is where they need the rain the most. And we do too, but it is worsening, and overall the pattern needs to change in the next couple weeks, or unless our drought's going to get really bad here in South Texas. All right, 7-day forecast. Clearing skies today. Beautiful weather. High of 63. Lower to middle 70s through Thursday and Friday. Overall, gorgeous weather to round out the work week. And then this weekend, that's when the change comes. But there's no rain expected. Mostly east of 35 towards Houston. That's the best window and best chance at seeing any rain in the extended forecast. But we'll stay dry for San Antonio. Clear and cold, and our next freeze likely to happen Sunday morning. Morning low of about 31 on Sunday, and then hill country areas, counties near Gillespie County, Kerr County, likely going to get into the 20s Sunday morning. So a bit of a roller coaster from Friday to Saturday, and then we'll warm back up by Monday and Tuesday. Highs back in the 50s, mornings in the 30s, and overall a winter-like pattern, but notice in the upper right-hand corner, that is the average for this time of year from 41 to 63. And you'll see that's average, and we'll be near that, let's say, on today and on Saturday and Sunday, a bit cooler than normal for this weekend, but by Monday and Tuesday of next week, more of a seasonal pattern unfolding as we approach the middle and latter half of January.